everybody, welcome back to the KL White-Hartman YouTube channel. I am so glad that you're here. I want to encourage you, if you like these videos, to go ahead and subscribe and tell your friends all about it, because the more people that know about these videos, the more people that I can help. So here's what this channel is all about. 10 years ago, I was a single mom. I was struggling. I was broke. I did not have a clue how to get where I wanted in life. And I encountered a group of people who took the time to mentor me and to set me on the right path. And since that time, I have been able to make monumental changes in my life. And I am now accomplishing the dreams and the goals that I set out all those years ago that I had no idea how to accomplish. And through the process of a decade of working these principles out, I have begun to accomplish all of these things that I had set my heart on. And so I believe that each and every single one of you out there also has dreams and goals and passions and purpose that only you can accomplish. And through this page, I want to share with you the wisdom that my mentors shared with me, the tips and the tricks that you need to move forward and to make your life into the life that you believe and dream that it can be. So today, I want to share with you some tips for productivity. Now, I believe that everyone wants to be more productive in their life, right? I don't think there's anyone that says, I'd like to get less done, right? We all want to fit more in. We all want to get more done. We all want to get the most out of our time, right? And a lot of us are struggling with that. I have people come to me all the time and say, I don't know how you get it all done, or I don't know how you fit all this in, or how are you so organized? And the truth is that I've learned some ways to become more productive through trial and error, through mentorship, through reading, through listening, and I've put these things into practice in my life. And so today, I want to share 6 productivity tips with you. All right, the first tip is to have a plan. So for me, everything that I need to do in a day is written down. And I'm talking like if I need to eat lunch, that's written down. If I need to exercise, that's written down. If I need to read, if I need to practice gratitude, every single one of those things is on my to-do list. If I need to call a friend, if I need to message someone happy birthday, right? I put those on my to-do list because truth be told, we're oftentimes so busy and running around and we forget these little things and then they pile up and then we start to panic because we have too many things piled up. Whereas if we would have had them written down, we would have thought, oh yeah, I can do that in that 3 minutes I have right now. I can do that right now in this little gap that I have, and we would stay on track with things. So for me, I don't necessarily write down the time that I'm going to do everything, although I did it first, and I know a lot of people do that to help with their productivity. So if you're really struggling, start by writing down times and stick with your schedule. For me, I've gotten into a habit of accomplishing what's on my list, and so now I don't necessarily write down exact times, but I write down everything that needs done, and then I know when to get it done through my day because I've created routines and habits to do that. So whichever phase you're in, if you already keep a calendar and you just maybe don't put everything in it, or if you're starting from scratch, make sure that everything that you want to accomplish in the day is written down. That can be at home and at work. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, that's things like do the dishes, do the laundry, dust, sweep, make the beds, whatever it is, write it down so that you know on a daily basis what has to be done. And a lot of times I do the same things on the same days throughout the week, so I can just copy and paste that list until next week and add in the few little things that might be different schedule-wise, and I'm good to go, right? So that's the first tip for productivity. Make sure that your plan is written down. Everything that you need to do, write it down so that you know and it doesn't get ahead of you. The second thing, if you're struggling with productivity, maybe you're working and you're just feeling a little bogged down or like your brain is sluggish and it's not doing what you want it to do, change your environment. Here's what I mean. If I'm working on a project and I'm sitting somewhere and I've kind of gotten bogged down and I'm feeling like I'm not getting anywhere, I'll get up and I'll move to a different place and I'll work on that project from somewhere else. Oh, hey there. Now that we're in a new environment, it allows our brains to reset, to recalibrate, and to think of new ideas. Because oftentimes we get stuck in the same patterns, the same habits, the same routines, the same thought processes. And when we move to a new place, it helps our brain to rethink. Okay, so tip number 3 is to clean your environment. Now, if you've been working in a certain spot, oftentimes things tend to pile up. I know for me, I'll get out in the morning, all the stuff I want to work on, and then partially through the day, I start to feel bogged down, right? Because I've got books and notebooks and pens and highlighters and colored pencils and my computer and everything all over the place. And what I have to do is I stop. I take 5 minutes, you guys. This is not a big process. I take 5 minutes. I reorder that space. I put away all the things that I'm not working on right now, and I only leave out the one thing that I am working on so that I can truly refocus, be recentered, have less distractions. So if you're feeling bogged down in your projects, try doing this. Try cleaning your environment. Look around your desk. Maybe your desk needs straightened up. Maybe your office needs a quick dusting or some papers filed away so that you don't have to look at them right now. Okay, so this doesn't have to be like a deep clean where you're cleaning everything in your home or everything in your work. It's just cleaning up the environment that you're working in, okay? All right, so on to our next tip. Tip number 4 is to move your body. Now, this goes along a lot with changing your environment, but it's helping your brain to just take a little mental break and work some things out. So if you're really feeling bogged down and like you're not getting anywhere, taking a 5-minute walk or doing 10 minutes of stretching or something that allows you to move your body will help to reset your brain so that you can go back to that project mentally fresh. So if you want to be more productive, oftentimes we think, no, I have to stay and focus on this project and not go anywhere else because I can't afford to take any more time away from it. And while that's true, if you're spending all your time on that project and not getting anything done because you just are burnt out or you're bogged down, then that's not really helping you, right? So if you want to be productive, sometimes that means you take a step away, move your body for 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just enough to kind of get your endorphins going, to get your brain reset so that you're ready to come back to that work with a fresh perspective. All right, number 5 is to do a brain dump. Now, here's what this means. It's like dumping everything that's in your head out onto a page or a piece of paper. So for me, sometimes I can't focus or get things done because I have so many thoughts swirling around, right? It's this idea of like, I'm thinking about the 15 things that I need to do later or what I need to get at the grocery store or what my son needs to have for school, right? And I'm so distracted that I can't concentrate on the task at hand. So a brain dump helps to fix that. And that's also why it's important, if you go back to tip number 1, to have everything written down that you need to do for the day, because it takes those things off of your mental energy because they're written down and you don't have to store them up here. Okay, so if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling like your thoughts are chaotic, like you have too much going on, take some time and do a brain dump. So I get out a piece of paper or I open my computer and I literally write down everything that's in my head. That could be like, I need to get butter at the grocery store, or tomorrow I need to call the doctor, or next month I need to file my taxes. Whatever it is, write it all down. It can also be things like, I'm feeling blah right now. I think maybe I need to add more whatever into my diet. You know, it's taking the time to truly just dump all of that stuff out of your head so that you free up your mental space and energy for what you're working on, okay? Number 6 is to make your environment conducive to what you're doing by making it comfortable. Now, not so comfortable that you fall asleep, but for me, if I know I have a project that I need to work on for an extended period of time, I will get myself a snack, a cup of tea or a glass of wine or a cup of coffee. I get a blanket. I have all the things that I need so that I don't have to leave that spot for an extended period of time. So that 5 minutes in, I'm not going, man, I'm really thirsty. Or 5 minutes in, I'm not going, I'm really hungry. Or I'm a little chilly. I could use a pair of socks, right? Get all the things that you know you need to be comfortable and to enjoy your environment so that you can set yourself down and you're not tempted to go anywhere else, okay? So this is just a quick video just to share with you a few tips on productivity. Again, I want to run through them really quickly. The first is to have a schedule and write down everything on it. The second is to change your environment. If you're feeling overwhelmed and bogged down, move to a different spot. Third is to clean your environment. Make sure the area that you're working in is free of clutter so that your brain doesn't feel distracted by all of those things. Fourth, get up and move your body. If you're feeling sluggish, if you can't concentrate, take 5 to 10 minutes and move your body through some stretching or a jog or a walk, something to get your blood pumping and to help your brain reset. Next is to do a brain dump. So dump all that stuff out of your brain onto the page so that you don't have to think about it anymore, so that you can let go of the mental swirl that's going on and you can truly focus your time and energy into what you're working on so that you're more productive. And lastly, set up a comfy area to work in. Make sure you have everything you need. Make sure you have your phone charger or your cup of coffee or your chapstick, whatever it is that might pull you away from that task, those little things that make you want to leave your area. Have those things ready so that you don't have to stop working and you can stay for an extended period of time. So those are 6 tips for more productivity. I hope that that helps you. Please go back and check out the other videos. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. I want to keep encouraging y'all with tips and tricks to move forward. And if you like this and you want more specific mentorship, then I encourage you to also check out my Patreon page. The link is below. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon. I can't wait to see you succeed.